Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will discuss about the topic on workplace environments and ergonomics. So this is our group member and this is our lecturer name, Puan Nur Akilah Hawaliana binti Mazlan. So this is our first topic, illustrate workplace ergonomics. The introduction is a multidisciplinary science that seeks to conform the workplace and all of its physiological aspects to the worker. Ergonomics involve using spatial design and evaluation techniques to make tasks, objects, and environment more compatible with human abilities and limitations. And it is from GOETS 2015. Next is principles of ergonomics. First, retain any joints at neutral posture. Second, work in comfort zone. Third, avoid static load and allow for movement and stretching. Fourth, reduce excessive force. 5. Reduce excessive motions and reaches. 6. Reduce contact stress. 7. Use transport accessories and automatics. 8. Avoid excessive vibration. 9. Provide adequate lighting and vision. And lastly, avoid extreme temperature and noise. So the next one is the principles pertaining to sitting in the workstation. First, supports a worker in a position in which the worker can work effectively. Second, permits worker to change positions easily without losing support. Third, the seat should not press uncomfortably on buttocks or thighs. Fourth, caters to any special needs. And lastly, suits the workstation including the stature of the work surface and the design of furniture and equipment.
Seating and workstation layout, restaurant, fine dining ergonomics, human layout. This is example of fine dining ergonomics human. Examples of measuring for chairs and tables in restaurant. 21 cm gap for legs on a pedestal or trestle type table. As there are no rails close to the tabletop edge, assumes tabletop thickness of 5 cm. How to prevent injuries while serving in restaurant? First, reduce carrying of trays whenever possible. Use charts if there is enough room and get help when serving large parties. Second, use both hands to carry large, heavy items like water jugs or coffee urns. Third, stand as close as possible to the customer you are serving. Ask the customer to help with passing plates rather than leaning forward and reaching. Fourth, ensure that spills are cleaned up immediately to avoid slips and falls. 5. Get help to lift and move tables, chairs, or any other heavy awkward items. Point number 6. Bring bus tops to the tables and don't overfill. Use smaller bus tops to limit the amount and weight that can be carried and, if available, use a chart. Wear shoes. The last point is wear shoes with cushion insoles to help relieve foot and leg pain associated with standing and walking.
2. Show workplace help. A. Segmental vibration. Segmental vibration affect an organ or part section of the body. The most common segmental vibration exposure study or researches in hand-arm vibration (HAV) exposure which affect hand and arms. Workers that are exposed to this include operator of chainsaws, chipping equipment, jackhammer, jack-leg drill, grinders, and others jobs that involve handheld vibration tools. B. Heat stress. When the body is unable to cool itself by sweating, there are several heat-related illnesses such as heat cramps, heat exhaustion, heat crashes, and heartbreak. Heat stress factor. Category environmental stress. Heat stress factor. High temperature and humidity, radiant heat resource, contacts with hot object, direct sun exposure with no shade, limited air movement, no breeze, wind or ventilation. Category job specific. Heat stress factor. Physical erection. Use of bulky or non-breathable protective clothing and equipment. Heat-related illness and effect can be evaded and minimized by acclimatization, short work exposure earlier on in hot season, trailed by gradual increases in intensity and duration, frequent work breaks in area cooler than the work environment, increased water and non-caffeinated refreshment intake, wear light, colored, loose-fitting clothes. Stay away from liquor and caffeine.
C. Cold stress. Meaning, cold stress is the body's response to the cold temperatures which results in heat loss from a portion of the body, such as feet, hands, limbs, and head. Most common cold-induced illness. Example, hypothermia, frostbite, trench foot. Cold environment challenge. Air temperature, air movement, which is wind speed, humidity. Risk of cold injury can be minimized by
proper equipment design, safe work practice, a priority cloth.
D. Whole body vibration. Whole body vibration is a generic term used when any vibration of any frequency is transferred to the human body. Recommendation to control WBV risk. Minimize the transport of goods or materials with manned machine, replace with unmanned machine or conveyors. Utilize ergonomic work equipment and better design. Consider decisions involving vehicle, seats and tires carefully. Maintain vehicles, unmanned roads and surface conditions on a regular basis. Ensure work schedules have adequate rest periods to give tired muscle time to recover after
Manual handling and operating. Protect worker from cold and damp condition.
Safety of the workplace environment restaurant. Characteristic: good indoor air quality and respiratory level. Second, suitable lighting and sightness. Third, reasonable temperature and humidity. Fourth, acceptable noise level and hearing. First, indoor air quality and air respiratory. Indoor air quality (IAQ) is defined as the nature of air that affects the health and well-being of occupants. Industry Code of Practice on Indoor Air Quality 2010. A key idea in IAQ refers to sick building syndrome, health effect due to environmental tobacco smoke (ETS), building-related illness (BRI), and Ergonomics disease. IAQ can cause a variety of health problems, including allergic reaction, respiratory problems, eye irritation, synesthesis, bronchitis, and pneumonia. The reason for poor IAQ can be slack maintenance such as failure to keep fans, ventilation, suitable lighting, and sightness. In all workplaces, there ought to be good natural lighting wherever possible. Emergency lighting ought to be provided where failure of typical lighting will bring about peril. Lighting should be sufficient with the aim that people can move around the building safely. Staircase should be shadow-free. Standing lights and glare should be avoided as good lighting allows people to see any obstacle and potentially slippery areas while not creating glare or dazzling people.
3. Reasonable temperature and humidity. Humidity is the measure of moisture in the air. At the saturation point, the relative humidity is 100%. Low levels of humidity can worsen respiratory and skin condition. There may be a development of static electricity in dry air, promoting electrostatic shock. Generally, the relative humidity should be around 40 to 70%. Issue with humidity can be improved by several means, from indoor plant to the use of humidifier.
There are 7 methods. Number 1, engineering controls. Number 2, location and orientation. Number 3, enclosure. Number 4, silencers. Number 5, lagging. Number 6, damping. And number 7, screens.
Thank you for watching our videos and please like our video. See you next time.